So, hello everybody. I wanted to come up here. I wanted to come up here and do a vlog, and as you can see, I have somebody on my cell phone, and I don't. They even asked me what we're gonna title the video. I said we're gonna decide this together. It is gonna be, we'll come up with a title, but I really want to have a spiritual conversation. So you're gonna introduce yourself. Hey.
Hey everybody. Well, my name is Terrell, but everybody calls me T. So you can call me T. And I usually, I'll pretty much answer the T. So I'm on the other line, and we're gonna be having a pretty, I would say, intellectual and mature conversation
About the spiritual world. So, hold on 1 minute. So, sorry about that quick break, everybody, but we back up here again. Hopefully all of it worked out. I got some kids that's here, so I might be taking some intermittent breaks. Not sure how they're going to be assisting me and accommodating me and making a video. But I guess to give a little bit of background, T, let's see, we met as a client relationship. Is that right, T?
Yeah.
You think I'm a deep thinker, T?
I would say so, yeah.
Do you think my deep thinking do help people out?
Yes, definitely.
Do you think everybody can handle the deep thinking?
No, I don't think everybody can handle it or is ready for it. Some people just aren't that deep. But you can go deep.
I do know that. I think it's that deaf part of me, right? We just love to resurrect what people don't be thinking about, don't we?
Right.
And then once it come up, and then it's almost like, excuse me, everybody. It's almost like when it comes up that it's almost like, damn, why I feel like this person is not lying to me, but at the same time, it's like, how does it really relate to the day again? It kind of puts you in that mode, don't it?
Sometimes, I suppose, yeah.
That's the fun of it, right? Well, it might turn out to be the fun because as soon as maybe you was laughing because as soon as you ask those questions, you going into a whole vortex, ain't you?
You sure, yeah. I can get like that. I ask one question, then it leads to 10 more questions, and then I go answer each and every one of them, and then within those answers, there's more questions. And you just open up a whole can.
Right. That's kind of like our discussion today.
So I feel like we do that. We've done that plenty of times. We start talking about one thing, and then while going through it, it's like there's another path that we see. And then we go down that path, and then it just keeps happening.
Alright, let me call her. I'm going to pause the video one more time.
Okay.
Alright, appreciate everybody. You got to stay focused with the new generation.
Yeah.
You got to stay focused. So, one thing about, for everybody else, just to switch off a little bit, one thing that's inspired me to do this video is because me and T sort of kind of have two different appetites. What do I mean? T is a vegan, and I'm a vegetarian. I love my vegetables. I mean, I eat about everything that they eat, but I eat meat. So mine just go a little bit deeper, I guess. So, and it's like the conversation right about now is because, like, I did a full moon reading, right? And right now we actually experiencing the full moon energy. So during that full moon reading, you know, I saw some amazing visions, right? So it's like at this point in time, T called to help me out with one of those visions. I was telling T, hold on, but it can be seen. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people would be like, yo, if you got that much going on right now, why you still making a video? But the whole thing of the video, if you in the motion of combating something and you have to look for it deeper, maybe all the interruptions is also showing patience and how to stay aligned with your truest intentions. You know? Because I love kids. Right? I'm protective. Yeah. So, you know, it was a lot of visions going on, T. And it's ironic, even though I did record, you know, all our conversation, but, you know, you've been going through your own experience since the full moon and came in. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know full moon until last night when I looked up. I got out of work and I looked up and I said, wait a minute, is that a full moon? I said, oh, dang, I didn't even know if it was a full moon. That explains some stuff.
And you know what's really going on right there? What made you so significant is because in a logical process, right, the masculine energy,
Okay.
what in this current era, what do, when it comes to the challenge with people and their diet, what does the word healthy really imply in our current era?
In our current era, what is healthy diet or dieting foods?
Yeah, open one.
I think society in general would say that healthy means eating a lot of fruits and vegetables and not eating fast food. And there's some people that would say healthy means you can still eat meat, but you just eat certain portions and certain meats. And then you got some people that would say, well, meat is bad just all together, and you can't be healthy eating meat. So there's some people that would say, fast food and not eating meat would be healthy to them. There's some people that would say you can still eat meat and still eat fruits and vegetables and all that, just without the fast food, and that would be healthy to them.
You know, I listened to. Oh, okay. You still going?
I don't know. I was just going to say, I think pretty much it just involves not eating fast food and junk food, pretty much.
So, you know, that's the whole point about spirituality and where the divine feminine comes in at. Now, a lot of people really don't see, because you spoke on your divine masculine skills of logic, right? You spoke on your divine masculine skills of perception. See, the conscious mind perceives and architect the design of it, right?
Okay.
But the subconscious allows that free will, even though it knows the truth. It doesn't tell you because you got to experience something with health, meaning that what's supposed to happen if you eat fast food? That would be different if you didn't eat fast food. Subconsciously, that mystery to you, don't it? The divine feminine, right? But not only that, you didn't say nothing about Earth. You didn't say nothing about climate change when it comes to health. Why didn't you think about Earth when it came to health? Because without Earth, you can't have health.
That's true.
Right? That's almost like your divine feminine. Without your divine feminine, technically, you wouldn't have a divine masculine, would you? What would you be if your right brain weren't working? What would you be if your left brain weren't working?
That's so interesting you just brought that up too, because I saw this post that talked about right brain and left brain, and it's so funny you just brought that up because I was just reading about that today. Apparently, right-minded, right side, or the people that are more dominant with the right side of their brain are technically deemed more creative and artistic. And then people that are more dominant with the left side of the brain are deemed more logical and statistical, factual kind of people.
So you saw that. So now we have this deep conversation. All of it is about health, right? Even what you're saying is about health, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a mental condition, so it goes under health, right? So it's like, how would change work for when you reading that? Which side will resist change more?
You said which side?
Yeah, which side of the brain will resist change more? Just by what you read on the meme.
I don't know. Because when you think about it, if the right side is the more creative side, more artistic side, and the left side is the more factual and the more logical or rational, maybe I would go with the right side, but then I would think about it and also say, well, if the left side is more rational, logical, then the left side might say, why am I changing? What's going on? Why would I want to change? So, I don't know. I think I would go with the right side.
Well, I like what you're saying about the left side. I think I'll go with the left side. Because what you're saying about the right, the thing that you didn't do with the right side was put the words. Like you said, the left side would be like, why am I changing? Right? That already kind of comes with, stop, wait a minute, think. So there's a resistance right there.
Right, the logical song and whatnot.
When it comes to the right side of it, it gotta be, what am I changing it to? Right? Not saying you're not right with the resistance, because what am I changing it to is also conditioning boundaries. So there is a resistance, but the resistance is outer where the masculine is inner. Still the same way that to allow the subconscious to help with that creative process is inner, right?
Right.
Because it's inside. So for the divine feminine, the divine masculine is on the outer skirts, right? So it gotta allow that creative to come in, right? And almost think about how we actually look at electricity. You know, everything is connected in the universe, but how deep we connect it is almost like when you got a female and male plug. Is this why they say it works that way? Because the male is what goes inside the socket. The socket just lay dormant, right?
That's true.
Always waiting for the creative process, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But it also, because that's more repetitious for us, and if you take, like, people who take that career, they know the difference of the male and the feminine end of it, right? But it's just like, now, like, to take it a little bit deeper, this is how catalyzation work in a natural form. This is like without anybody interference, because the average person will resist what they don't want to have come in it, right? The average person, after something has came around it, and if it don't like it, it want it out. So that even happens in the plug, right? You gotta put the male plug in the right way. It gotta fit the outlet of the plug in order for it to go in, right?
Right.
And so if it's too much for the plug, it usually short something on the outside of it. Once in a while, it'll run to the inside of it, but it will short the device out, won't it? It will reject it, won't it?
Yeah. It work.
And that's usually how ideas work when it comes to health too, right? Be it that Gaia need health too. So everything that you're saying is almost like, what is health? What is health right now compared to who gotta feed you? You know, it's almost like we're going through a phase of biting that hand that feed us, but we're going through it in a human way. The spiritual experience of the theme is biting that hand that feeds you. Meaning that we all ascended to a spiritual level. But at the end of the day, no matter what deity we worship, we all get our health from one place.
Yeah, that is true.
I mean, we do it every day. When we go to grocery stores, they just like our deities, ain't they? Isn't our diet like our deities? We stay faithful to it, don't we?
Damn, I was talking like that.
That's what this spiritual conversation is supposed to be about. We supposed to make ourselves think. That's what I'm saying. Like, that full moon, it brought a lot of vision. So it's like, okay, I do have a problem being a savior to the world, but I don't have a problem with being a counselor to somebody who want to change or who want to make it through the storm. You could feel the energy. You could feel the energy what's going on. But it's all about you trying to solve what's going on in your personal atmosphere. But in order to understand the personal, you got to understand the outer, which we're going to back to the masculine and feminine. The sun comes out in the day. The moon comes out at night. What makes the sun different than an idea or what you was focused on? And what makes the moon any different than us recording a video?
The relationship, the correlation is pretty. It's a very interesting one. It's very unique.
Yeah, but our relationship is like that. I mean, we develop it from a business standpoint, right?
Right.
So the sun and the moon was present the whole time, won't it?
Right.
Because now we here almost a year later.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
I know. Go ahead. Tell it. I know everybody who listening to the video won't understand it, but you done went back to that day that we was playing with the tarot cards, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Think about it. I had the Five of Pentacles the whole time. We still in the Five of Pentacles state. Can you see it? You're not here. You're in the dark. Neither can they see me. They see something, but they can't see me. The Five of Pentacles was the only thing that came up for me, remember? It's funny how our cards, even though certain things happen, the way our message came, and that one part then passed, and then those cards then came up, and it's the same energy. Even though the same cards didn't come back up today, did it?
No, if those 3 cards that you have pulled.
Yeah.
No, I think those are different. All 3 of them.
Right.
Yep, all 3 of them.
Yeah, they are, right?
Yeah.
But what makes the Hierophant different than the Queen and the King of Swords?
That's a good question, because I thought about that myself. I was thinking...
And what makes the Seven of Cups different from the King and the Queen of Cups?
Well, I guess technically because the King and the Queen... Well, when I look at it this way, I look at it as like the Emperor and the Empress are pretty much when all, I guess, I don't know what I'm trying to say. When all of the king and queens of the suites are present in one place or consistent time period, if I'm making sense.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, like the Emperor would be pretty much like all of the kings of the decks coming together and making an Emperor.
So.
And the Empress, like all the queens of the deck coming together and they make the Empress, right?
Mm-hmm. That's the way you see it, right?
Right.
The same way that you see things as health. Isn't it?
Right.
You didn't see Gaia, nor do you, but you don't see the Hierophant as a unisex, but you unisex yourself. Interesting, ain't it? And the Hierophant is the body. It's almost, with my ancient wisdom, it's the body. It represents institutions and represents building. What is your flesh? But is that a bad thing or a good thing? To me, I don't think it's neither one. It's like the reason why you love to have conversation with me. It's the reason why you intrigue. It's the reason why a lot of people be like, yo, what is that girl talking about? But it only, I know you know, because we going on a year. But maybe not everybody else. But, me, I'm always, I think since day one, I've been straightforward with you, right?
Yeah.
I even broke boundaries. Can I at least tell one boundary that I did break? Do you mind? It won't be in detail, but I just want to confess, because this is like one of these fear factors, and this is the twin flame dynamic, right? It's a fear factor for some people, right? Now, I was told one period of time, right, that is so disrespectful to tell somebody that somebody is not your twin, right?
Oh,
Now,
really?
yeah, but I mean, you have dealt with me on the twin aspect, right? Do you feel like disrespected you when I opened up your eyes to that fact?
No, I really do not. And the reason why I would say that I did not, and I do not still, and I will not, is because, I mean, for one, you were being as honest as you could be. So with that, you were stating truth as well as opinions, both from experiences and just you caring as a person as well. So that would go into number two, like you're trying to help. Like you were like, okay, I'm gonna help, like this is what I'm here for.
That's what you came and paid for, right?
Right, like the truth, like help, guidance, assistance, healing. So with that will come truth. And if the truth is X, Y, Z, then that's what it is. And at the time, I mean, I would say like I needed that, but at the same time, I did not. I wasn't seeing the bigger picture. I needed someone that would be as truthful with me as possible. Like, don't try to sugarcoat nothing. Just be as truthful as possible, because I mean that's what I needed. Because I wasn't doing that with myself, and I wasn't doing that for myself. And I mean, you know, everyone's happiness and everything is their own responsibility. But at the same time, when someone is trying to help you and going out their way trying to help you and doing certain things like that, and I did come to you, so it's like you were just doing pretty much what you not only wanted to, but what you felt to do, what you needed to do. But no, I didn't feel like that at all. I felt like, ooh, I need to wake up. Like I'm trying to grasp these concepts and these truths, these facts, these different things, and some of them stuck right away, but some of them still took some time for me to catch on to and to really implement and understand. Yeah, no, I didn't feel that way at all, and I'm really glad actually that you did go that route and you told me that and you expressed the truth to me, because after that I started doing more research like on that and seeing how so many people are wrapped up into that, and there's so many people that are like depressed or they think about that like 24/7, and their quality of life is practically dangling or dependent on this whole twin flame thing, quote unquote. And I would see stuff like online and on it, and certain books and stuff where people were like basically just not happy, like they're miserable and that they're thinking about that all the time. They're trying to do whatever they can to like focus on that or to not focus on it, and it just affects them. It just affected them so deeply that has pretty much become like their whole life. And it's actually kind of sad, because it's like, dang, like what if I would have been like that? Like what if I would have like stayed like that? What if I would have been believing in that and been stuck in that where I'm leading my life based on this whole twin flame thing, you know?
But it does matter though, T. It does have its ways. I mean, we cannot knock the fact that the twin flame is the new program though, T. It is. We just really have to navigate through it. It is really it. I mean, if nothing, since I have been working with you, I have never denied the twin flame journey, have I? I never have. It just wasn't really expressing. It wasn't really expressing all the angles that it should have been expressing, or maybe people wasn't never navigated the right way. I really don't know. You know what I'm saying? I do know and I don't know. It's not something that's here or there, or you know what I'm saying? It's all about what we're gonna do from this point on, which goes back to part of the twin flame dynamic. You just spoke about everything that you've seen unhealthy. But once again, we don't look. Once again, if we really go through a phase of what is health, you know, you asked, like you said today, you was like, you know, it was some things that was there. So now you feeling why these things are surfacing up. Because as I done asked, the topic of the question is, what we about to go through is what is health. How do your energy, remember I was telling you before I started recording, when we think about climate change, a lot of people don't realize your substitute. How many of us is really substituting our diet and know about our metabolism? It's great that we consciously aware of crystals, right? We networking so hard right now with crystals, right? But if crystals are found in caves, if crystals is in dirt, and I went, and like I said, when you asked the question, the logical part just came all through things that we consume. Crystals is consuming that too. How do they get formed? Regardless of man-made crystals came from because man seen crystals. Just like our food is still man-made. Do you understand what I'm saying? We process about everything. Even, you know, if we grinding down our seasons, everything going through a processing. There's nothing that really don't come out now without a process. Even a child is a process. So now I'm trying to take you to the natural aspect. What are we really exchanging? How much energy are we exchanging? What is good or bad about it? Is it all based on the groups that we actually circle ourselves around? Everything is based about how we migrate. But are we really thinking about, are we migrating the same way Gaia migrating? Every year we hear about people trying to get in somebody's country. Could that ever be Earth always getting tired of certain people too? You know, it's funny because I also got a lot of people right now upset about me. It was funny the day I was in a grocery store, right? Had this lady walk up to me. I was prepared for a spontaneous moment because I already seen so many visions, right? So she came up to me to tell me that she was going to save me because death wasn't going to be no more. I said, what? Death is, you know, and it's funny because it's like, when people say that, the first thing that really comes to my head is, death ain't never death. Memory. Why do you think we're so good at technology? Why do you think remember I was telling you about self-distractions and how we done got so fluttered and amazed of how each generation coming out. We praising this, but where's the memory? See, that's one thing I do give Dolores Cannon props on when she was talking about the Jesus frequency. Automatic writing to me in this current age plays a role of the burnt cloth of Jesus. Think about it. How can you get addicted to social media without burning your face in a cloth if everybody had a mustard seed of Jesus inside of them. That's the ultimate experiment of living forever, ain't it? People around here saving their voices and everything else so they could come back around. This how some of the twin flame dynamic is. We all about reading our karma. You really think you're gonna remember yourself when you could have already remembered yourself? Like, why would majority of us seek out good readers to find their self if it was that simple? Like, we really think that we gonna leave it that simple. Like, everything that we do is from we as in humans. Energy don't die. That's why we live forever. So what is death? What is death? See, you gotta always listen to when people come to you. See, people be trying to figure out, oh, she this and she that. Y'all don't think I don't know I'm a target all the time? I was targeted. I saw it. I could see these things, and this as simple, they come at you. You got to know what is death. When we in this business like this, what is it? We telling everybody we ether. When do ether die? When do ether die? And that's crazy. Because we could look at ether from a scientific point of view and know that it lives forever. But if we convert our mind over, this is subconscious, is the scientific way of it, right? But it feels logic because you gave it a category. But when those two, the masculine and the feminine, are lining up with it, in order for you to architect the whole design, that it changed to a spirit sometimes. It just automatic click like a clock. Like the hour hand, the minute hand, and the second hand. When you begin to think about it from that point of view, then it's almost like, but my flesh died. It's funny how when you think of your spirit, you begin to realize death from that point of view is a flesh. Oh man, but if we think of it as ether, we live forever. We live forever, T. We can live forever if we think of it from a scientific, logical point of view. But if we think of it from an emotional, logical point of view, we think of real death a different way, huh? So what is death? What is it? It's a rebirth, ain't it? Because each one of them is a new idea. If I just awaken you up to it, you just been rebirthed, won't you? Right?
That one statement was powerful. It's a rebirth.
Did I wake you, T?
Oh my gosh.
Did I wake you right now, T?
Girl.
And it say right? So it won't like you weren't living. But how was you living? The same thing when people disappear. How they living. Make us wonder whether heaven and hell exists. So why isn't the twin flame journey real? I ain't knocking the twin flame journey. I'm just saying it's bigger than what we think it is. It is about love, baby. It is about love, baby. But right now, we about to go into how do the twin flame play with health?
Back to the health, yeah.
You know me, I'm always goofy, T. You know how I am. I snap out of that shit real quick, can't I?
Oh my goodness. Wow.
So, T, what is death? I tried to answer your question for you. Did it get answered?
Girl, I don't even remember what the what is that? That's right. I don't even remember. I was like, what the fuck I'm up here thinking now? I was like, oh my goodness. Oh.
Did I answer it, T? That's the way. See, people don't like the way I talk when I talk like that, though. But I thought that was what we supposed to be when we intuitive like that. I mean, I do classify myself a shaman. I think I'd be good at it. I mean, you was one of the people I did, you know what I'm saying, a little bit of healing with.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, I just had some flashbacks. I just keep having these flashbacks now. And connecting these dots. I feel small. Yeah.
And I've been honest with you the whole time. I told you I don't know everything. Didn't I tell you that?
Oh, shoot, girl. Yeah, you did. Ooh, oh my gosh. I'm shook. Girl, oh wow. Oh my goodness. Okay. Alright. So you said, now we're going back to the health
Yeah.
aspect, right?
Yeah.
So you said you wanna talk about something dynamic and health?
I mean that's the energy. I'm just trying to tell you the message of the energy. Remember I told you, I said for real the reason I want to do the videos because I would see the download. But since you was calling, I might as well do it as a little talk show.
Right.
Right? That's what I said though, right?
I would say with that, I feel like this is a very great, actually, like, yeah, like, you stated it about opening up enlightenment and going deep and thinking, expanding the mind, because now that I think about it, pretty much everything comes back to health. It doesn't matter what topic it is. Like I was saying, earth, health, that's saying dynamic, health, what else? Death, health, or rebirth, health. All these different things pretty much tie into health. And then going in, if you want to tap into the sun dynamic and health, based off of what I've read and what I would assume that I would say that I know about sun dynamic, that pretty much would, I don't want to say force you, but it would open you up if you're not already open to health. For instance, with the sun dynamic, the common things that pretty much get talked about and described are the different phases or cycles of the sun dynamic, where there's the time before the twin flames meet in the physical. And you have like the premonitions and the feelings and different things that happen. And then there's a time when the two twin flames meet. And then when they meet, it's usually unlike anything that they have experienced, where there's a lot of.
But it's not like it's not true. I'm trying to make sure people following us along, because that's what your mind do too.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. Because, I mean, if that's the case, then technically, yeah, you're right. Yeah, because your mind.
That's what you just experienced, wasn't it?
You said what?
You just experienced that since we've been on the phone, right?
Right. there's like different phases, and then there's like the one with the meeting, and then there's after they meet, where usually they call it like the runner chaser phase. And then there's one that usually goes runs, and then there's one that.
But we all know that depends on what you here for too at the same time, because when I met you, you was in that runner and chaser phase, right? And that's where I had to heal you from. And you see the runner chaser as a aspect of the twin flame, but not only an aspect now, right?
Right. And then there's what they say usually, then it ends up getting flipped, where the one that was running usually starts chasing, and then there's that other phase, usually what they say there's the reunion, or when they reunite phase, which is typically like the last one. But within all of that, a lot of people say that technically you don't even have to go through all of those steps, where, and I feel like that goes into health as well, where if you are already very much in tune with yourself and healthy and taking care of yourself and doing certain things to maintain, I guess health, like good health, then a lot of that stuff won't probably need to happen, or won't be as intense, I suppose.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you're not, that's why I said I don't want to say that it will force you to, but it can open you up to the fact that maybe I haven't been taking as good a care of myself as I thought I was, or maybe I can do a better job at taking care of myself, because when I have
maybe it can still open you up to people that you trusted and that really was betraying you the whole time too. Yeah.
That's true.
And it takes a toll on you to choose a path. And sometimes in choosing a path, it brings back relapses when you try to be the better person. I mean, we gotta keep it real though, right? I mean that is a hard ass part in this shit. That's one of the major hardest part in that shit.
Yeah.
It is, because it sends you through so much. Because, I mean, it could make you, like, no planet could be in retrograde at the time, and you swear for fucking God you was in retrograde of every fucking thing. And you're like, what the fuck and what the fuck, and God damn it, they still the fuck around me, what the fuck. And then it's like, you trying to figure out how to handle the situation, why you passive. It's like a part of you that takes totally control. I mean, I'm not gonna forget when you was going through it. Shit, you roll back up on me. You like, hold on, what the fuck has happened to me? I'm not gonna forget.
I love it. Yeah, I was. Yeah, sure was. I was like, what is going on? And that opened me up more to mental health and spiritual health and health. And yeah, and it comes back to health, because then I realized, whoa, I didn't realize all at once, obviously, but after some time realizing, whoa, wait a minute, I didn't know myself as well as I thought I knew myself. And all these different things, I didn't know people as well as I thought I knew people, and all these different things, and it was, yeah, like that it'd be very intense, very difficult if you're just, especially when it just seems like it come out, what's the word? Not, I don't want to say randomly, but almost pretty much unexpectedly.
It is unexpectedly, right. It rocks your whole comfort zone.
Right, the comfort zone, right.
Yeah.
Rocks it all.
Yeah, it rocks. Yeah, baby.
Hey, can I go outside?
I'm gonna call your mom. Give me a few minutes, okay? Because I think all of y'all got to go out together.
And can we all watch TV? I want to watch TV, but they don't. And then we need to take a break from the game because we have been playing it for too long.
Okay. Yeah. Tell Freddy I say, cut the TV on for a little bit. Thank you, y'all, for listening to the conversation. I ain't feel like pausing it. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, but I respect that. I mean, that's one thing that makes this kind of little important is because it's not like we have not challenged each other, or I don't make you confront your confusion when it comes to me. You know, I always try to bring that out because it's like, what do you need to hold it in for? We two human people. What am I gonna ask simple for over some spirituality? And I've been that way since you met me. You feel what I'm saying? So, I didn't have no place, I didn't have no reason to change on that. Because it's like, my spirit guides told me what I was supposed to do. Now, I am so happy and grateful of the way that you have expressed it yourself towards me. I am so happy and grateful that you allow me to express myself towards you. And we are, like I said, headed into a whole year.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? I appreciate that because that's allowing me to remain aligned with what I supposed to do.
That's dope. That's real cool.
For real.
I appreciate that too. I really appreciate. I mean, shoot, you. Oh, so you like, girl, you went ham.
Yeah, you gonna cut the TV on?
We're making a video.
Yeah. Alright, y'all back up because y'all getting loud. Y'all can't be up in here.
I have.
Shh. Back up. Thank you. My grandson can, but that's you. I was talking to my grandson. Huh. Close my door. And for real, T, even if you refer people my way, I expect for you to let people know how I'm going to be. I'm here to help. If it's meant for me to help you, that's just the way it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't want nobody to tour with me. So that's why I treat people the way I do treat them. What about if the shoe was on the other foot, which it have been in this twin flame journey? I had to trust in a lot of people. I had plenty of attitude.